This conference will now be recorded.
If dict methods are completed, we will go for set methods also. So dict. So what is dict basically? Dict is a structure which will have the elements in the key value pair. So it is a structure in which the elements will be in a key value pair. A key value pair. For example, we will create a student dictionary, so which will have something like say roll number, so roll number something like 1. Okay, so name something like uh, Sharma, and so something like percentage going to be something like 89.25 something. Okay, so this is a dictionary basically. So this is a dictionary. So whenever I'm talking about a dictionary, so dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. Okay, so dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. So if you look at this std, so it is going to be a collection of values. Okay, it's going to be a collection of values. So whenever I'm talking about dictionary here, so it is going to be a collection of values. Okay, so collection of values. So when I am saying it is a collection of values, so what you are looking at here, you are looking at a dictionary. Okay, so you're looking at a dictionary with the key value pair. Okay, so this is key, this is value, this is key, this is value, and this is key, this is value. So in that way, you are looking at a dictionary basically. Okay, so you are looking at a dictionary. So when I'm talking about a dictionary, it is a key value pair. So key and value, key and value. So key and value, right? Now, if we talk about the methods, so what are the methods going to be? So the methods on the dictionary. So we'll talk about the methods on the dictionary. So these are all the methods of the dictionary. Okay. So first you will look at clear method, copy from keys, get and all. So we will say help. So help of std. So help of std, when you say, you are getting the values or you are getting the total description of all this. Okay, so you are getting the total description of all these, right? So total description of all this, right? So this is the description of each and every method. So we will understand the clear method. So what does a clear method tell you? So clear method will clear the details on the dictionary. Clear the details on the, so D here is nothing but the dictionary, whatever you are saying. Std dot clear. When I'm saying std dot clear, so the whole dictionary gets deleted. I mean, all the dictionary values get cleared. Okay. Now when I say std, so when I say std over here, so what you're looking at here, so you're looking at an empty dictionary. You're looking at an empty dictionary because clear will clear up all the elements. Okay, so clear up all the elements, and then we will talk about the copy method. So what does a copy method do here? Copy method will give you a shallow copy. So as I've told you, we have two types of copies: deep copy and a shallow copy. So deep copy and a shallow copy. So when we talk about a deep copy, the changes made in original will affect duplicate, and vice versa. So the changes in in original will affect the duplicate and vice versa. Okay. So what you're looking at here, you are looking at a deep copy. So in the deep copy, you are looking at the changes made in the original will affect the duplicate and vice versa. Okay. So that is what is a deep copy is all about. Okay. So for example, let's say I will go for std1 and I will say std2 is equal to std1. Okay, so I'm creating a dictionary here and I'm copying the dictionary in. Okay, so std1 and I'm copying that in std2. Okay, so simply running this. Okay, so you are getting this output, and on std2 also you will get the same results. You will get the same result. Okay, so STD2 also you are getting the same result because the dictionary is same. Now, for example, I will clear up STD1. I'll clear up STD1, and if I say STD1 and try to access STD1, I will get an empty structure. I'll get an empty structure. So why I'm getting an empty structure over here? Because we cleared all the elements. We cleared all the elements, and the same way I'm going for std2 dot clear. So std2 dot clear. Okay, so std1. Okay, so std1 got changed. So obviously std2 will also follow std1. Okay, so this also is giving you an empty structure, means the changes made to the original will affect the duplicate and vice versa, we are saying. Okay, right. So then coming to std, I mean, sorry, when coming, so this is called as deep copy. So this is deep copy for you, and then the same thing I will go for once again, and I will go for the shallow copy. Actually, two also, yeah. So I will go for the shallow copy. So I'll go for the shallow copy. So in the shallow copy, what happens? std1 dot copy, shallow copy. So this is a shallow copy. So in the shallow copy, what happens? Now, for example, I'm running this std1 and I'm making a copy on std2 and I'm running std2. So you are getting the same result. Now what I'll do, std1 dot clear. Then I will say, okay, so I will clear it, and then std2 I am trying means I will get all the elements without any clearance. Okay, so I'll get all the elements without any clearance. Why I'm getting all the elements without any elements getting cleared? Because shallow copy means, so shallow copy means the changes made to the original, the changes made in original will not affect duplicate and vice versa. Will not affect the duplicate and vice versa. So what we are looking at here, shallow copy. So what does a shallow copy tell you? So shallow copy will not make any changes. Okay, so will not make any changes. So std2 and std1 are two different entities basically. Okay, so that's how it takes place. So this is a copy function. So then coming to the get. So what does this get tell you? So get is going to return the value for key if the key is in the dictionary. Otherwise, it will give the default value. Okay. So if the key is available, okay, so what I'm trying to say here is you go for the get function. So what does the get method do? So get method, okay, so get method will take up a key and it will return the key if the key is in the dictionary. If the key is not there in the dictionary, so it won't be uh, giving you the value, but it will give the default value if you provide. Otherwise, it will provide none. Okay, so what it says, it return the value for the key if the key is there in the dictionary. Okay, if the key is there in the dictionary, otherwise default value, otherwise this value. Okay. Now let's say std1 dot get let's say RNO. Okay, so let's say RNO. So what we are looking at here, so we are looking at the value. Okay, so we are looking at the value. Uh, so what value we are looking at here? So we are looking at a value. So which value that we are looking at here? So we are looking at RNO is going to be 1. So what is RNO value here? So RNO value is going to be 1 basically. Okay, so in that way you are going to look at the value 1. Okay, now when you are saying, so when you are giving a key which is available, you are getting this. Suppose if you are giving a val key which is not there, so it will give you nothing. Nothing means what? So it is giving you none. It is giving you none. Why none? Because none is there here. Okay. So in that way you can say. Now, for example, if I'm saying S1 not get phone, something like unavailable, something like unavailable. So what you are going to look at here? You are looking at std1 dot get phone unavailable means you will get unavailable. So you will get unavailable. Okay, so why you are getting unavailable? Because the default value is getting printed. So default value is getting printed. So phone, what is the default value? Unavailable is the default value for the phone. Okay, so for the phone key. Okay, so phone key, this is the default value that has to be written. Otherwise, none will be written. If the key is there, its value will be written. If the key is not there, none will be written. Now, for example, if the key is there and you are giving a default value, okay, so if the key is there and you are giving a default value, so key is there and you are giving a default value. Now, for example, if I'm saying std1 dot get rno, so key is there, and with that key, so I'll say roll number available. Okay, so roll number available. So we are saying something like roll number available. So if you run this, it will give you one only. Why? Because the main aim is to give the key. Okay, the main aim is to give the value of that key. So if the value is there, it will give. So if the value is not there, it will give the default. Okay. So in that way, you are going to look at that. Okay, next 4 items. So what is this items do? It will give a set object on the D's items. So items means what here? Keys, values. Okay, so keys and values. So items means here keys as well as values. So we are looking at a set like element which are giving me keys and values of the. Now simply if I'm saying items, so it is going to give you all the elements of this particular dictionary. So it is giving you roll number, name, percentage, and all those things. Okay, so that is how you are getting the item results of the std1. Okay. Now, if you want the keys to be separated, so you have the keys method, and you also have a method to take up the values. Okay, so here you observe that we have keys as well as values. So here if you see 5, so here also I'll write 5. Okay, so keys and values. So here I will be making it 6. Okay, so d dot keys. So what is happening over here? So d dot keys means it will give you only the keys. So it will give you only the keys. So std1 dot keys. If I am saying, so if I am saying, it will give you only the keys available. Okay, you only the keys available. At the same time, if you are going for the values, it will give you only the values. It will give you only the values. Okay, so values. Okay, so it will give only the values. Okay, so these are the values of the dictionary. So items means all of them together. Keys means only you get the keys. Values means only you get the values. Okay, right. Next, we will talk about the pop method. So what does a pop method tell you here? So now I'll just try to uh, say key, and here I will say uh, defaults. So key and default. So key and default. So we are going for key and default value. Okay, so key and default value. So d dot pop of default, and we are having a key also. So we are having a key also. Okay. Okay. So what we are trying to take up over here. So we are trying to take up pop, which will take up the key and a default value. It is optional, of course. But if you are giving the key, okay, so if you are giving the pop with a key, if the key is found, return remove specified key. Okay, whatever the key value that you are giving, it will be removed. It will be removed, and its corresponding value will be given. Okay, so its corresponding value will be given. If the key is not found, then it's whatever the default value we gave, it will be taken. Okay, so now simply we will take up std1. So we will say std1, we will pop. Okay, so we will pop. So I if I say pop of something like percentage. Okay, so percentage, if we are popping it out, so then if you take up this, so it will give you its value 89.25, and what it will do, it will remove that std1 also. Okay, so it will remove that std1's percentage. Okay, pop means it will remove. So what is the first option here? First option is you give only the key. You give only the key. So you give only the key. So what you give over here? So you give only the key. So while removing it, it has given you its value. It is not only giving the value, it is also removing. It is also removing. So removing the value. Okay, so it is removing the value and its key. Okay, so removing the value also and its key also, of course. Okay, so this is how you are dealing with uh, the pop. So pop without default value. Now, for example, if I say I have a default value, let's say I will go for a default value. Okay, so I will say percentage comma. Okay, I'll say something like 85. So I'm giving something like 85. Now, if you observe here, it will give 85. Okay, so it will give 85. Okay, once again. So we will run this first. So then now we will run this. Now what it is giving? It is giving you 89.25 only because key is available. As key is available, its value will be given, not the default value. Okay, so not the default value is given. Okay, so default value is not given as key is available. As key is available. Default value is not given as key is available. Now, for example, if I'm saying pop, okay, so if I'm saying simply pop and I will say something like phone. So pop of phone. So phone is not available. So what it will say? It will give you a key error. So it will give you a key error. Why? Because as phone is unavailable. As phone is unavailable. So as phone is unavailable, so it is going to give you. So it is going to give you what? So it is going to give you the key error basically. Okay. So the key error. Okay. Then we will talk about the same but with something like unknown. Okay. Now let's okay. So now STD is not changed because C1 is not changed because phone is not there. So it won't take out anything. It won't take out anything because phone is not there. So it won't take out anything. Okay. So it won't take out anything. Okay. So in that way you are looking at you are looking at the get and finally you have unknown. So if you see unknown over here, so you are getting unknown first and nothing is removed. Okay, so nothing is removed. Why nothing is removed? Because std1 is not touched at all. Okay, so std1 is not touched at all. So you said phone is not there, unknown is the default value, so it printed. So we are avoiding the key error basically. Okay, so that's how the combinations work over here. So this is the pop for you. Next is pop item. So what does this pop item tell you? So pop item will return a key with a key value pair. Okay, so with a key value pair. So it basically returns in leaf order. So leaf order means last in, first out. So whichever the value is going last, it will be the first one to get deleted. It is the first one to okay. Okay, so it is the first one to get deleted. Okay, right, right. Okay, so pop item. So remove and return a key value pair. So LIFO. LIFO means the last element which is gone into the dictionary will be deleted. Okay. Now if you observe, we say std now. So std1 dot pop item. So no need to give anything. So it will return the last available element. So what is the last available element or last available key value pair, which is percentage. So percentage is the last one uh, which is in. So which is in the std1. So that is why it is getting deleted. Okay, so it is getting deleted. Now if you see std1 over here, if you see std1 over here, so you are getting rno this. Okay, so that's how you are going to work with it. So percentage is gone, taken. So in that way, the pop item will work. Okay. So now, for example, if the dictionary is empty, so let's say h1 dot clear. Okay, and we will say okay, so h1 dot clear. Okay, so let's say we have S1. So clear. So we will have the things cleared. And now I will say std1 dot pop item. Okay, so std1 dot pop item. If you are saying, it will give you an error. So as there are no elements. So when you say pop item, so there are no elements over here. As there are no elements over here, you are going to take that. Okay, so then you have the set default. So what is set default will tell you. So set default. So set default. So what is set default will tell you. So set default will tell you that if you are giving a key, okay, so if you are inserting a key, okay, with a value, okay, inserting a key with a value or default, if the key is not there in the dictionary, so it will insert this key. It will insert this key with this default value. Okay, so with this default value. So if the key is not in the dictionary, so if the key is there, okay, if the key is there, okay, so if the key is there, the value of it will be returned. Okay, now let us understand this. Now this is the dictionary. So here I will say std1 dot set default. Okay, so std1 dot set default. So here I would like to go for set default. Okay, so I will say name. Okay, so set default name. So name comma. So we are okay. So first let us just say name. So name. So when we say name, now what happens? Sharma will be written and nothing will be inserted. Nothing will be inserted because we have so std1 set default. Okay, so set default. So here I will say rn. So r. Okay, so we'll say phone rather. Okay, so we'll say phone, and we will not have any value, but we will say std. So what happens is std1 std1. So here you will have the phone key created, the phone key created, but with a none value. None value in the sense the default value. Okay, so none value in the sense the default value. So set default of phone. Okay, now suppose if I want to update the phone, you have other ways to do it. Suppose if I'm saying ht1 of the phone, okay, so ht1 of the phone, okay, so is equal to, I will put up some number. So I'll put up some number, I'll say ht1. So here the phone, okay. Now if you observe here, the phone number got changed. So the phone number got changed. So in this way, you are looking at the phone number change. Okay. So the phone number is changed over here. Okay. Then we are looking for, okay. So what we are looking for here? So we are looking for set defaults. So set defaults, I will say email. Okay. So something like email, and I will say sharma@gmail.com. Sharma@gmail.com. So simply you are saying so std1. So it will give you, okay, rny is equal to 1, and it is going to give you the email added with the mail id over here. Okay, so this is how the set default will work. Okay, then update. So updates the present dictionary by another dictionary. updates the present dictionary by another dictionary. Okay, so we are updating the present dictionary by another dictionary. Okay, so present dictionary by another dictionary. Okay, so how we are going to work with this? Okay, okay, right. So now let's say I have this dictionary with me. Now I want to update it with another dictionary. Let's say std1. So here I will just say std1 dot updates. Okay, so std1 dot updates, and I will go for another dictionary as I told you. So I will go for phone number and email. So phone number and email. So here I will say std1. So as you observe here, so we have, so in this way you are looking at the update. Okay, you're looking at the update. Okay, so whenever I'm talking about the update, so you can do this. So these are all the dictionary operations. So these are all the dictionary operations. So what a dictionary will do? So dictionary will be so dictionary will be uh, uh, the collection of elements wherein you have lots of methods. All these methods are going to be working on the dictionary itself. Okay, next, as we have some more time, we will talk about some of the methods on set also. Okay, so we'll talk about the set methods. Okay, okay. So we are going to talk about the set methods. Then now we will go for the set methods. So whenever I want to create a set, I can, okay, so first we'll write a definition of the set. So then a set. So what is a set basically? A collection of unique elements. Collection of unique elements without a sequence. Without a sequence. So there is no sequence at all. Okay, so there is no sequence at all. Now, for example, if I am creating a set, so something like 47, 5.26. Okay, so unique element. So we will not have any duplicates also. Okay. Suppose if I'm saying true, suppose I'm saying none, and you can also have something like this Java. Okay, so like this, you can have. So now, for example, if I'm saying 47, so 47 I am repeating two times, but in the result you can see it only given once. Only given once. As you can see, there is no sequential elements. Okay, so there is no sequence of the elements. So Java is fourth element, one, two, three, four, five. So Java is the fifth element over here. So here it is the third element. So 5.26, I mean true is the third element here. It is the last element. Okay, so 47 appeared once, so it will not appear twice in the result. So these are the uh, this is nothing but a set definition. Okay, now I am saying dir of st, so which will give you all the methods of this. Okay, So these two already you know, so I am not going to tell you about them, so that you can go for. So if you want detailed information on these methods, you can say help of st. So help of st will give you uh, the clear definitions of all the methods. Okay, so definition of all the methods it will be given. Okay, so add. So here the first method is going to be add. So when I am saying add, so what does an add do here? So add is going to add the elements. Okay, so add is going to add the elements uh, to the set, add the element to the set. So if this if the element is there, then it won't do anything. Okay, so it won't add anything. Now, for example, if we take this set and if you say add, suppose if I'm saying add false, so that false will go and add to the set. That false will go and add to the set. So how it got added here? So it got added something in this way. And now if I am having set dot add, suppose if I want to add 47, so 47 is already there. So already there means it won't get added. It won't get added. So if 47 is already there, it won't get added. Okay, so in that way you are looking at the add. Okay, then we talk about clear and copy. So these two I won't be telling you, so I want you to work on this. Okay, already you did. Okay, next difference. So what is the basic difference means, like in, if you remember in set, in our school days we learned, suppose a is having uh, 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, so he is having 1 comma 2 comma 3, so b is having uh, something like uh, 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, so or otherwise here also one more number, so 4 5 6 and 7. So now, okay, 4 5 6, that's better. So now if I am saying a minus b, so generally a minus b, so what is a minus b? So a minus b is nothing but 1 and 2 elements in a but not in b. The same operation I can do by using the difference also, by using difference. How can I get that? So a dot difference of b. Okay, so okay, so what I can say here, so a dot difference of b. Okay, so what you are getting, you are getting 1 and 2, you are getting 1 and 2. So a dot difference of b, you are getting 1 and 2 over here. Okay,
And then only if I can start the class. Yes, ma'am. Offline कब start students?
yeah, Nagaraj and Lakshmi Narmada, you can join SQL class. So we'll end the class here. You can join SQL. Thank you.